Good morning. As you can see, today is a sunbonnet day. We're hiking Wilson Mountain. It's supposed to have some spectacular views, and I believe it's the tallest mountain in the area, in the Sedona area. So I think we have about 2,600 feet of gain, and it's supposed to get to 100 today, so got another early start. It is about 10 after 5, so it should be a delightful climbing day. I got passed up by what looks to be about a 70-year-old man, who I doubt I'm going to see again till he's coming down. He's making real good time. That's Sedona back there. Now I've come a little over a mile. So far, the trail's been quite reasonable. It's a little rocky right now, but it's uphill, but it's a modest slope, unlike Bear Ridge or Bear Mountain. And we're starting to rise up. Wilson Mountain is just north of Sedona, just barely out of town, over the bridge. And so, what, maybe 2-3 miles out of town. And the trail heads up to the west. About 2 miles in, and the grade's gotten a little steeper. Still not unreasonable though. Gaining ground. And haven't had too many open views. I've been in the trees mostly. Starting to get some views. Starting up some switchbacks, going up this ridge, it looks like. So far it's been a great trail. Looks like we're heading up to a saddle up through this draw. It's nice because the sun's up, but being blocked by this big ridge that I'm hiking on. Got a little breeze. Couldn't be better conditions for June. Sedona's starting to get lower and lower. I'm cresting this ridge now, so I'll probably have the sun on me for the rest of the day. Still a cool breeze. Somewhat early in the morning, 6:45. Don't really have views to the north. You know, it got a little steep, but it was normal steep, not Bear Mountain steep. Now it's leveling off, and then we're going to go up there. Trail junction. Apparently there's other options. We're going to the top. Hopefully. It's big difference being in the sun, because I am pouring sweat right now. Not even that hot, but I don't have a breeze. Well, it's not as hot as it's going to be. And it's 10 after 7. It's got to be 80 at least. And warming up fast. There have been a remarkable amount of flowers on this trail. Little bitty purple ones. Got these nice little pink shoots. There was these look like columbine, like a miniature version. Maybe a cousin. Here's some wild lilac. And there's a bunch of oaks along this ridge, helping break the sun up a little bit. That and the lilac bushes. And there's a nice little bouquet. Yeah. Well, I've leveled off. I don't know if I've reached the plateau or what. I talked to that man. I asked him, he was 71 years old. He was heading down. He gave me some tips. And so this is going to be a little bit longer trip, because there's a view off to the south as well as the north. Requires maybe 2 more miles. That is bear scat. That's amazing. There's bears up here. Amazing. Well, this is Wilson Mountain was named after a grizzly bear hunter who was killed by a grizzly bear up here somewhere. So they named the mountain after him. And it's amazing that there were grizzlies here at one point. That's obviously black bear scat. Reach trail junction. Take in the Sedona overlook. Well, it feels like I'm up on top of this plateau, at least the south side of Wilson Mountain, approaching the overlook. Come up about almost 2,500 feet and about 4.5 miles. And now I'm in this pine forest, which I did not expect to be in, with oak trees. One downside is that I seem to have attracted a cloud of gnats. And normally I don't mind until they try to jump in your mouth, which has happened twice. This is the part that my wife doesn't miss at all. She doesn't like bugs. Well, looks like trail ends here abruptly. This is actually a good view of the trail I went on the other day, the overhang trail. In the center of the screen is the saddle that I came up from on the other side. And I walk straight along the back of that ridge. And now in between that pointy peak is another saddle that came down, very steep, and went down the other side. Doesn't look so hot from here. Pretty good views. That's Sedona, of course. A really ancient juniper. What's odd is Most of the base has been rotted out. When you look at it from this side, you know there's some significance here because somebody put a flag on it. That the root system goes in there. Very old juniper. They get to be thousands of years old. Trail north is fairly flat, a little bit up and down, just goes across this basin to the other side. I guess this is a mesa, perhaps a butte. Hard to tell from my perspective. Well, looks like I've reached the end of this trail. This is down in the Sterling Canyon or something like that. Let's see if I can find an overlook. That is Oak Creek Canyon heading up to West Fork where I hiked yesterday. That's towards Flagstaff. See the mountains of Flagstaff up there. Cicadas are waking up. It's starting to get warm. Well, it wasn't a trail, but I found my way over here a little further. That's view to the west. There's a proper view to the west. Had to earn it. Maybe the cliff trying not to step on a cactus. Okay, get out of here. There wasn't a trail out here, but it's not very difficult to traverse. Just gotta watch out for cactuses. I decided to get in a little bit more exercise. Besides going to the other lookout, I decided to leave my poles at the last lookout that I was at there in the forest, looking west. So now I gotta hunt my way along the rim, go get my poles. I'm getting old. This deer was just nesting in the shade over here. Hey, have you seen my poles anywhere? Yes? Managed to find my way back to where I was before. Those are the cactuses that I tried not to step on. Look what I found. Come here. I missed you. Remember this view? That's where I left my poles. Alright, we can leave now. Right through this thicket. This is my little friend. Pretty cool lizard. Thanks for letting me get this close. Wow, I've seen many that size. Impressive. Thank you, Mr. Lizard. I'll be moving on now. Wow, cool. It's 11 o'clock, making my way down. I forget how far I've come up. A little better lighting than this morning. There's a bridge down there where my car's parked. Looks like it's a long ways away still. It's getting hot. 11 o'clock. I should be down by noon. Thanks for joining me on the Wilson Mountain Trail. I enjoyed this hike. It was a nice grade. Probably did 12 and a half miles by the time I'm done. Would have been 12 if I'd not lost my poles. And the views were incredible. It was just a really nice trail. And so I want to thank you for joining me again. And I will see you on the next hike. And one more thing. It's just about noon, about 10:02, 95 degrees. If you're hiking in Sedona in June, start early, because it sure feels warm. But I'm really close to cold drinks and air conditioning.